Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ice Hutch here in Mount Vernon, New York, for some ACHA college hockey, as tonight the Rutgers Scarlet Knights take on the Columbia Lions. Good evening once again. I'm Brady Campbell, joined alongside Gabe Takuri on the camera here tonight in what should be a good one between two teams that are fairly familiar with each other. They have met several times, most notably last season at the AAU National Tournament. That was a 6-2 win for the Lions. Leading the way in that one, Ronan Robinson, 2 goals and an assist. The captain, Brandon Avazov, had a goal and 3 assists. We chatted with him moments ago. He is still serving the final 2 games of his suspension. So Columbia will be without him, without a lot of players actually here tonight. They're a bit short-handed. We'll go through the lineup here in just a little bit. And starting in net for them will be Nate Romanelli. Liam Hadcock, who has gotten many of the starts so far for them this season, is here tonight. He will be suiting up as a forward, as they're short to 3 defensemen as well. It's quite the opposite for Rutgers in red here during warm-ups. Looks like they got just about a packed roster. And leading them out was Aaron Rodriguez. Had a stellar season last year. We'll look to replicate that here in the early going this season as Rutgers looks for a bounce-back season and a solid year. Won 2 of 3 in group play in that tournament. Of course, the final group play game was the loss to Columbia. About 3 minutes left here in warm-ups. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, national anthem, starting goalies once again, and puck drop. You're tuned into ACHA College Hockey right here on the LI Sports Network. Well, that works too. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem from the players of both sides. I believe it was the Rutgers side that started it. Well, we're set to play hockey now. The starting goalies, it will be number 1 for Columbia, Nate Romanelli, getting the start tonight against number 30 in red for Rutgers, Aaron Rodriguez. Puck is down. We are underway. Columbia, of course, in the home whites as the opening faceoff here, won by Rutgers, taken right back here by Ronan Robinson, tries to stuff in, and Rodriguez holds his ground against the near side post. Brady Campbell alongside Gabe Takuri on the camera here tonight at Ice Hutch. ACHA hockey here on LI Sports Network. And defensive zone face-off win here for Rutgers. And this is Timothy Downs who tries to start it ahead. It hit a man and came back behind the Rutgers goal, where they'll try the other side, digging for Jacob Campbell. Helps it out to Kai Inu. Has some room to move out with it. He'll get to his blue line and send it ahead. Glove down by Gavin Rieger. Plays it over the line. Zimmerman got knocked down. Rieger driving in off the post. We've seen a little bit of what this line can do throughout many games last season, and they almost capitalized here in the early going. So the linesman takes a spill at the blue line. He appears to be all right as Inu will send it ahead for Zimmerman. Inu goes for a change. Zimmerman working in. Shot didn't make it through. I believe it was blocked by Cal Robinson. And Columbia starts back out. And it's Ronan who overskates. And this play will be offside. And the face-off will, of course, come right outside the Scarlet Knights zone here. Just a minute, 20 seconds into the hockey game. Robinson, Ronan, both Robinsons playing defense tonight. His shot from the blue line. Rodriguez out of his crease makes the glove save, backs up into the crease and gets the whistle. Many thanks to Columbia Lions captain Brandon Avizov for supplying us with the official lineup here tonight. Of course, as we mentioned, Columbia a bit short, only 10 skaters, so a shortened bench as Robinson's shot goes wide. David Gastelum got by him. Player stumbles down, and here's Andrus back the other way. Drops it off, return feed to him, and he couldn't get a clean shot through. Looks like the net popped off behind Romanelli. Also has to go out and retrieve a stick as his team brings it up the ice. Murray hammers it around. First one on it, Avery Acuna. Here comes Rutgers back in. Nunag takes it towards the goal. It's stopped by Romanelli. Still loose. He's scrambling in the crease and eventually cleared away from the net. Rutgers, a few close calls here in the early going. And they bring it back ahead. Player stumbles down. We play on. There was Revzin. Topstone Liang gets dumped, and Rutgers will clear. Pass to no one in particular, but it was deflected by Michael Berg, so no icing. So the point held in here by the Scarlet Knights. Shot deflects just wide. Close call. I believe it was Campanaro who got a stick on it in front. Downs just able to hold it? No. And Rutgers will touch up here. Meanwhile, the Lions clear the zone. Romanelli out to stop it. Liang deflects it. Settles down for Gankin. Puck back out to center, though. Fired right back in. Hard off the glass by Robinson. Downs gloves it down and sends his team right back on the forecheck. Shot fired wide by Owen Hogan. Downs gets to it. His try blocked to the blue line and out. And Downs regroups. Hammered almost around the board. It's knocked down, however, and cleared right back out to center. And once again, Timothy Downs very busy here in the neutral zone. Will stick it right back behind the goal. Two players come together. Now Robinson emerges with it for Columbia. And Mike Goldberg knocked off his stick and back out. He turns it right back around, but Downs lifts his stick. Goes D to D, and the puck out to center. The Robinsons with the D pairing here tonight. As the game wears on, they might have to add another player to the defensive side of the lineup. Robinson looking for Gastelum. Columbia forced to restart. Does come back out to center, but Hogan on the quick restart. Dumps it right back in. Romanelli once again out of his cage. Will leave it for Cal Robinson, and it gets poked towards the net. But the Lions able to escape danger. And now Ronan up the ice showing the play. Ronan Robinson poked off his stick. Great play by Daly. Tries for the toe drag that time, and it's knocked back out to center. And Vela lost it at the Columbia blue line. And they'll try again. This is Eden Fu. Gets by Hogan. He's able to settle it down. Bouncing puck on goal. Didn't have the Jack Eichel touch that time, and it's skied back out here by Columbia. This is Lucas Murray from the blue line, in and out of the glove of Rodriguez. Fu taking his time. Will leave it behind the goal, and Campanaro will just steer it out. Looking for Zimmerman, trying to catch it. Will Zimmerman, power move. Couldn't get a shot away. Reaching for it with the poke check was Romanelli. He may have gotten the piece. But once again, the speed of Jamie Zimmerman allowed a grade A chance for Rutgers once again. This is Rieger in the corner. Puck pops out towards the point. O'Sullivan finds it. And from the red line, will put it in. Liang hunting Zimmerman. Puts a check on. Now it comes to the near side corner. Getting to it, Jacob Campbell. Rieger couldn't get through Robinson. Robinson through center. From the blue line, blocker save, big rebound, and he scores! What an effort by Ronan Robinson. Gets his own rebound and stuffs it. 1-0 Lions. Well, he's been playing defense a lot this season, but has certainly played forward before for this team. Just trying to create something, and the big rebound worked out perfectly for him that time. As he goes crashing into the boards. Unlike his teammate, did not put a hole through it. And so it's 1-0 Columbia. 13.5 left here in period number 1. Went a pretty long time without a whistle there before the goal. Rutgers able to clear this time. And there's Robinson again. Dangerous pass. Was knocked down, but Romanelli will settle. That was Mateo Nunag that made the play that time. Puck down the ice here. And this is Downs. Up for Angris. From the center, Red throws a changeup on goal there that almost handcuffed Romanelli, but he was able to snag it and get the whistle. 12:39 left here in period number 1. Winning that one cleanly, at least initially, was Murray. Now has some trouble with it. And Rutgers trying to win back possession. Great effort in the corner by Novoselov. Daniel Novoselov from East Brunswick. Tries to chip it ahead, but Cal Robinson finds the puck and clears. Right back in comes Rutgers. Puck settling in the slot for a moment. Comes out, a shot from Novoselov. Deflects up and into the netting. Just about all of these Rutgers players hailing from the Garden State. A couple exceptions being Gavin Rieger and Riley Conaway. They both come from the same state as well. That's Virginia. As the Scarlet Knights go right back on the attack. Shot went wide. Fu pinches down to get it. Around the boards it comes. And swung back down to the corner. Campbell tried to sweep it towards the front. Picked off. And Robinson fights through a couple checks. Look out. Nearly gave us a souvenir as it ends up here in the stands. Face-off, though, will be just outside the Columbia zone. Campanaro against O'Sullivan at the dot, and O'Sullivan won it. This guy back out, Fu, swing and a miss. And he's lucky that Liang didn't chase that puck down. Here's Campanaro. Right back into the corner, swings it in front, knocked away, and Liang gets to it. Couldn't clear. Held in by Genkin. Robinson goes cross ice. Forced back out to center here by Nick Venable. Down the ice, though, and it's icing. Played just about 9 minutes here in the first. The lone tally, Ronan Robinson on his own shot from the blue line entering the zone. Picked up the rebound and stuffed it past Rodriguez. That's where we stand here so far, but Rutgers has had plenty of zone time so far here in the first period themselves. Shots 4 apiece. Columbia clears it down the ice, and it will be another icing. Face off to the right here of Romanelli. And it's won by Rutgers. Zimmerman to the high slot. Shot didn't make it through. Followed up by Downs. Give and go. Downs trying for the seeing eye shot. It missed and comes all the way out. He knew. We'll look for the puck quickly in transition. That's offside. Took a shot right when the whistle came. Columbia bench wasn't too happy, but tempers have seemed to settle. Here's Downs again off the face-off win from the blue line. Just fires it behind the net. Cal Robinson runs into danger as 2 Scarlet Knights took the puck away. Shot from a tough angle, save Romanelli. Rebound try, where is it? Romanelli back on his back. And it was under him, and he gets the whistle. As a new Scarlet Knight, just out of the locker room here, ready to join the fray. Here's defenseman number 2, Ivan Patapovich. We'll have to wait, though, for the next whistle. There's a quick puck drop here. Down, shot. Hit Ronan Robinson in front and went wide. Another try gets blocked. It's taken by Columbia to the blue line. Bouncing puck. Zimmerman holds it in. Goes right through the slot. Only white jerseys there, and Robinson will clear. Turn right back around by Campbell. Zimmerman lifts the stick of Robinson, tries to center. It comes out for Downs. Shot missed. Big rebound cleared the side by Hadcock. That's number 23, Liam Hadcock. Just got deked that time by Rieger, who deked a couple Lions, but never got a shot away. 23 Hadcock. He's been playing goalie most of his Lions tenure as Rutgers ties the game here. That's Gavin Rieger. Not sure if Romanelli was ready for this one. We'll get another look at it. He just quickly finds this and spins it on goal. Romanelli, it looks like he sees it. He just doesn't really go down there. And perhaps he thought it was going wide, but it beats him low glove side. Basically along the ice, really. And Rutgers ties the game. Fu playing catch with his D partner here off another face-off win for the Knights. Pokes it ahead, but Robinson tried to steer it out. Fu gloved it down the slot. Takes the shot wide. Big rebound in the crease. And it would not go. We get a whistle. How about the lively end boards here off the shot by Fu? Big rebound that time for Goldstein, but it hopped his stick. And once again, chaos in front of the Columbia goal, but unable to capitalize. Was Rutgers. Here's Goldstein again. Stepping through with it. Upcoming penalty here was Hogan, and I believe this one is a tripping call against Columbia in the first power play of the game. We'll go to the Scarlet Knights with really just about all the pressure so far for a majority of this first period, which has 8:41 left on it. Stripping against Michael Berg. He'll sit for two, or what he hopes would be the full two here as his team goes to the kill. Zimmerman will take the face-off. Tied up there in the circle for a moment, and eventually Rutgers able to win puck possession. Murray, though, going to battle here at the half wall. Trying to clear it, could not. Scarlet Knights take possession back. Shot, save, big rebound. They score. Two quick ones for the Scarlet Knights. And they take the 2-1 lead. On the rebound, Mateo Nunag. It came hard off the blocker. Right to Nunag. Through traffic, he was able to find that rebound and just sneak it past the diving Romanelli. Back and forth first, however, it is the Scarlet Knights who have had the majority of the offensive zone time thus far. And their first lead of the game is down, sends it in. Getting turned around with it here is Venable. Gets it to the blue line and just beyond, but it's put right back in. Here's Robinson. Down, stops it. Flips it back towards the goal. Bouncing puck, settled by Cal Robinson. Goes out and just shy of the red line there. Michael Berg dumps it in, but out to play it was Rodriguez. There's Rutgers back in. Nunag drops it off to the circle. Shot in tight. Save Romanelli. Big rebound that trickles wide. Knights back on it. Cross ice pass. Back towards the front. Robinson with the defensive recovery. Shot goes wide. We get a whistle. And I believe the net popped off. That's what it looks like the reason for the whistle was, as the linesman will come in to adjust. Shots 12-4 here for Rutgers. Earlier on this period, they were 4-4. Here's Patapovic, first shift since joining the fray, as we get another whistle, and I believe it might be the net again. Popped off a couple times so far here in the first. And that is indeed the issue. .07 left in the first period. Another face-off win for Rutgers. Fu threw it towards the goal. Blocked down, centering pass pops up in the air and snagged by Romanelli. Both teams making changes here. Columbia trying to keep the shift short. But over the last several minutes, they've spent a lot of time in their own end. Gets past Fu this time. And back down the ice. Reverses course. This is Gorshkov to Vela. Didn't settle for him, so he just backhands in, takes a big hit from Lucas Murray. Right in front of one of the penalty boxes. Now the ref stumbles down, and then Fu returns the hit on Gastelum. Everyone back to their feet as Robinson looks for a path out. Just banks it down the ice. Fu is waiting for it. Sticks it right back in where Romanelli will leave it for a teammate. Pass hits a skate, and it's held in by Zimmerman. Gave it up to Robinson. Robinson gains the zone. Couldn't get it past Fu, and Zimmerman fights it back out. Right back in Murray. Takes a big hit at the blue line, dropped it off. Robinson couldn't settle it, neither could Gastelum. It ends up towards the net. It's steered aside by Rodriguez. And Fu will leave it for Zimmerman. Zimmerman over the line to the circle, takes it wide, sweeps it around, tries to wrap it. It didn't make it to the goal. Puts it down to the corner. Flipped to the far side and hammered all the way down the ice by Hadcock. This is an icing. So the Rutgers team still looking for their first win. They've played 3 so far and have dropped them all. As a shot towards the goal, looked like it, but it's deflected. Romanelli got it. And here comes Columbia. 2-on-2 rush up the ice. Robinson drops it just out of the reach of O'Sullivan, who tries to throw it towards the goal, and it pops out of play. This Rutgers team lost 4-3 to Ramapo, 7-4 to Fordham, and 4-1 to Penn State University Harrisburg. But they've looked good so far here tonight. Meanwhile, Columbia started off red hot as they won their Ivy League tournament. Hand pass here against the Lions. They won their Ivy League tournament to start the season, and then ran into a red-hot Farmingdale team to start the season last weekend. Dropped 2 games. The first one here at home, 9-2, and the second one at Iceworks on Long Island, 7-1. Looking to get back in the win column. Back in comes Rutgers. They made big rebound. Net comes off. Keeping it out, Romanelli. Looks like he was able to stretch out this left pad here. That net just does not want to stay put. There's AJ Angres, who got that rebound towards the goal. 4.5 left in the period. Almost feels like Columbia just trying to survive here. Down one, maybe if they could get a rush up the ice. Number 9 has led many of them so far, including the one that led to the goal. This one gets passed down the ice, and another icing against the Lions. Guilty of many icings so far here is Columbia tonight. Shot towards the goal again. Glove save on Padapovic by Romanelli. As the shots now grow 15-4. Columbia really hasn't, I don't know if they've had one since their goal. Definitely not many. As the period wore on, it's been more and more Rutgers here in the offensive zone. Padapovic steps up and holds it in. Robinson to the blue line, able to get it to the far side, tries to go back with it. He's being harassed. Leaves it for Cal, return to Ronan. Just flips it out to center. Evan Padapovic, while Columbia makes a change, sticks it in deep, heads in after it. He locks up with Robinson. And it's Venable to the blue line, not out. Rutgers holds it in, low give and go, but the pass would not get through to Genkin. The Lions will clear with just over 3 minutes left in the period. Takeaway in neutral ice. Robinson trying to split through. Robinson, backhand try. Wouldn't go. And then he's checked behind the net. And the Knights take possession right back. Icing here against the Knights. There really haven't been many chances so far tonight for Columbia. And a lot of them have been for Ronan Robinson. Playing defense tonight, he's done a great job creating the rushes up the ice. Nearly had enough wheels to turn that into a breakaway. Venable will just flip it wide. Settled down by Murray, tries to chop it towards the front. O'Sullivan couldn't quite reach it. And it skips in on goal. Otherwise, he would have been able to get a shot in alone there. Face off here on the near side. Murray will take it against Hogan. And Hogan just sweeps it to the half wall and gets back on it. Around it comes to Goldstein. Played around for Fu. Fu gets past Mateo Jerez and brings it back in. Fu towards the goal. Save made. Comes back behind now. The defenseman locks up with Venable. And Venable does a great job that time and steers it back out to center. Here comes Rutgers right back in. Toe drag to the slot. It comes. Velo's shot blocked. Another try off the mask of Romanelli. That one coming from Daly. Under 2 minutes left in the period. This is Venable who will clear it. No icing. Puck catches an edge and rolls down the ice. This is Hogan with speed right in front of the glass. Hogan Tries to jam it home. Romanelli holds his ground and gets the whistle. Rutgers will make a change to their forward line here, as it's the Goldstein line that comes off. Downs waiting for it. The Zimmerman line is on. Joined by Campbell and Rieger. Looked good tonight, that line. That was deflected by the stick of Zimmerman. Touched next by Alliance, so no high stick. And then the giveaway, Robinson just loads up a slapper from the blue line. That hit a stick and went wide. Final minute here of the first. Campbell tied up by Robinson. Campbell gets to it. Skates it into the zone. Number 9 takes it away from number 9, and then Campbell will check Robinson back into the boards, but Robinson emerges with it. Gave it away. Campbell turnaround shot. Not sure if it got through, but it stayed out. And then Cal Robinson skips it down the ice. This is moved up quickly by Downs. Final 15 seconds. Turned around at the blue line. Rieger, as his team touches up, tries to step through. Goes down. We play on. Cal Robinson will try to just take it to the horn here, and he will. That'll do it for the first period. Ronan Robinson got the scoring started, but then 2 quick ones for the Scarlet Knights have them out in front at the end of 1 period of play. It looks like that short bench tonight for Columbia proving to be tough for them, but they're hanging in there in the tight 2-1 game. We'll take a break for intermission and be right back for the second period of play here for the ACHA College Hockey on LI Sports Network. Welcome back to the Suffolk County High School, Welcome back to ACHA College Hockey. My apologies, here on the LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell alongside Gabe Takuri on the camera. Start of the second period here between Columbia and Rutgers at the Ice Hutch. It's a 2-1 lead for Rutgers, who really took control of that first period. About halfway through, Columbia got the scoring started on the goal by Ronan Robinson. However, just minutes later, Rutgers able to tie the game and then take the lead. Just a few minutes after that, Mateo Nunag has the go-ahead goal late in that first period. Columbia starts with the puck in the O-zone, but Scarlet Knights will force it back out. Gavin Rieger on the forecheck. He tied the game. Now Zimmerman takes it to the corner, sweeps it out in front. Fu will hold it in. Zimmerman unable to reach it. Robinson gets to it. Cal Robinson tries to clear. Rieger to Zimmerman. Zimmerman couldn't step through. And it's poked back out to center here and dumped down the ice by Jesse Michaelberg. Here's Zimmerman with the the Columbia forwards in the change. Zimmerman scores! Looks like he snuck it 5-hole on Romanelli, and Rutgers has a 2-goal lead. Looks like the forwards of Columbia were in the change, and then the defensemen, the Robinsons, didn't really pick up Zimmerman. I wouldn't call that a breakaway per se, but definitely had plenty of room down the wing to skate in and take that shot. It's a long dump in there off the face-off, and Jamie Zimmerman always making his presence known for the Scarlet Knights team, and capitalizes in a big way there. And the Scarlet Knights start back up ice again, trying to pick up right where they left off to end that first. A shot stopped and held there on the try from Angres. Columbia has to readjust themselves here for the face-off. And New goes down to Nunag, who tried to sweep it to the corner. It was picked off, though, and sent right back out by Hadcock. And Romanelli doesn't appear to have a stick. Picks it up behind the net with his glove and takes it to the crease to get the whistle. Now, where's his stick? His stick is all the way in the near side face-off circle. I didn't see how it ended up there. But Robinson will give it back to him. And, whoa, the Columbia Lions avoid near disaster there. It's one thing when the goalie loses a stick. It's another when he really can't go get it because it's halfway out to neutral ice. And New right back in. Couldn't center it. Murray the steal. Stumbling down. He's able to clear. This is Downs. Pass connects to Nunag. Steps to the slot. Great pass down low. Shot on Romanelli, the save. Boy, has he looked good tonight. Making some big saves in tight. As once again, the net pops off behind him. I believe it did on that last goal by Zimmerman as well. Romanelli very aggressive between the pipes, and look at this save. Nearly went 5-hole on him. He was able to close up. Tie up behind the goal. Robinson trying to dig it free, doing battle with Campanaro, as well as Gorshkov. Campanaro. Robinson lifts his stick and forced it away. And now Ronan Robinson couldn't clear it. Taken right back by Genkin. 2-on-1 in the corner there in favor of the Scarlet Knights, but an errant pass. Goes right down the slot and back out to center. And then all the way down on Aaron Rodriguez, who has not been all that busy tonight. The shots are 19-5 here in favor of Rutgers as Patapovic brings it back in, tried to center. Picked off by the normal goaltender here tonight for Columbia's. Another shot is knocked away. Liam Hadcock, but Hadcock playing forward here. Romanelli gets the start. This is Hadcock, number 23. Campanaro the steal and puts it in from the center red. Romanelli out to stop it. Robinson, Ronan to Cal. Takeaway by Hogan, tried to center and could not. Patapovic steps up, his pass blocked. Centering pass, got through, good defensive stick by Cal. On Gorshkov, who has it now. He's in a tough angle try, swept right through the crease by Daniel Goldstein. Fu sidesteps Hadcock. Tries to center, didn't make it through. Now pass, out high to the slot, blocked down and skated out by O'Sullivan. Jack O'Sullivan will fire it in from the blue line, glove down by Rodriguez. And now Patapovic gets around Jack O'Sullivan. And brings it in over the line, fires, blocker save, big rebound. O'Sullivan had his stick lifted at the red line, and eventually taking the puck back is Hogan. Gets it out for Conaway. Conaway shakes free. Down to the half wall, couldn't center, now steers it behind the goal. Conaway turns, throws it towards the net, losing his stick again is Romanelli. It's just to the right of him. Robinson will help it out by sweeping it back towards him and then going after the puck in the corner. Romanelli has his stick back. Forced out here by Columbia. However, taken right back. What a move by Hogan. Another by Hogan. Backhand off the post. Owen Hogan nearly with the, well, definitely the goal of the game. Probably one of the goals of the season right there. Here he is again. Steps in, fires wide. Robinson may have gotten a stick on it. Getting to it, Goldstein turns towards the slot, shoots it high. Here's Cal Robinson off the glass and out as Rutgers will make some changes. Go right back in by Downs, tries to shake through. Zimmerman followed it up, save me. Puck popped free for a moment, pouncing on it and getting the whistle is Romanelli. How about this from Owen Hogan? Gets around Hadcock, steps around Cal Robinson, and then only forced, though, to a backhand try and almost made the most of it. So he rang it off the pipe. A little over 6 minutes gone here in period number 2. Flip back out here by the Lions. Rieger from just shy of the red line, reaching up to grab it is Romanelli. Freezes the puck, face-off stays here in the Columbia end. As once again, Rutgers dialing up the pressure. Povic holds it in, just kept it away from Liang. Not O'Sullivan, though. O'Sullivan down the wing. Save made by Rodriguez. A slow developing on-man rush. That was really his only play. Now in comes Campbell. His pass blocked. And steered back out by Venable. Rieger Turns it right around, brings it in. Couldn't get around Venable, and we'll steer it right back out. Puck catches an edge, though. Goes down the ice and does not have enough for icing. Back in comes Rutgers, dropped off here by Revson. Zimmerman tries to center. Venable blocked that. He's having himself a good shift defensively. Shot blocked by Topstone Liang. Centering pass, sharp angle. Looks like there might have been a little bit of room. Romanelli, though, got a piece. Delayed offside against the Scarlet Knights. They touch up as the Lions complete a change. Murray had it knocked off his stick. Cleared ahead just past Hadcock. He got the deflection, no icing. Palapovich back on it. Steers it back out to center. Hunting it down, Ronan Robinson. Lone goal scorer tonight for Columbia. This is Zimmerman bringing it right back in. Zimmerman poked off his stick by Robinson. Murray nearly gave it away. Campbell will steer it to the corner. Centering pass, great passing play. Rieger stopped in tight. Rutgers stays on it. Rieger trying to fight through. Great play. Rieger tried to pass down low. It got blocked. Gets back on it. Swept away, though, by Hadcock, who gets the touch, and I believe we have an icing here coming up. Excuse me, a penalty. That's a hooking call. It's a hooking call against Nick Venable. And for the second time tonight, to the power play go the Scarlet Knights. 1-for-1. Try to make it 2-for-2. And that would force Columbia into a really difficult comeback attempt. Good save that time by Romanelli. Pass comes up top, return down low. Genkin fired it wide. Held in. Down low, back up top it comes. One-timer deflected and angled wide by Roman Robinson. And could not clear. The Knights hold it in. Up top, pass, Inu, across, shot. Got through, stick save. And the penalty upcoming again, looks like once again against Columbia. 5-on-3 upcoming as Romanelli makes that stop. Well, we get the call. This is just before the power play. It's Cal Robinson going to the box. How about this chance here for Rieger? He's able to walk in. Phenomenal save, Romanelli, keeping this game tight. "20 seconds shy of the halfway point of the game. Rutgers leads 3-1. Shots 22-7. Looks like we have an issue at the scorer's table as the official comes over. And looks like everything's settled now. Puck down, hammered around the boards, and stepping up to play it is Rieger. Down to the corner. Return to him. Goes cross ice. Now the pass down And Nunez centers, and that one fought off by the mask of Romanelli. Here's Rieger. Takes the shot, and that comes off as making another save was Nate Romanelli. That first one from the slot, the bumper position on Nikita Gorshkov. Robinson and Gorshkov lock up. Gorshkov takes it to Zimmerman. Back out to Rieger. Rieger step shoots. Blocked by O'Sullivan. Now it's Nunag. Goes up top, walking in and shooting. That one there was Campbell and gloved and held by Romanelli. 26 left on the first penalty. A minute 15 on the second. Here's Campbell for Rieger. Tried to go skate to stick. It was just out of his reach. Robinson to the corner, off the boards, down the ice and out. Out of his goal here is Rodriguez. We'll leave it for Rieger to skate into it and pick up speed through the neutral zone. Rieger gets turned around. One penalty done. Campbell, Zimmerman feeds it in front. I'll give you one guess as to what the whistle is for. As Romanelli went post to post, the net popped off. .9:02 left here in the second period. And do we have a timeout call here? All the Rutgers players go to their bench while they adjust the net back on its moorings. Meanwhile, all the Columbia Lions standing by their net. Rodriguez comes over, meanwhile, to the Rutgers bench. And it looks like that is the call. As the Rutgers coaching staff wants to call their team over to try and draw something up to. I mean, we're only halfway through the game. I don't want to say put this game out of reach, but the hill has certainly felt like it's been hard to climb for Columbia, even down one trying to tie this game. They were hemmed in deep in their own territory. And now in the second, Rutgers has gotten one. Play has been very similar and, of course, aided by a couple power plays. So out of the timeout, Columbia wins the faceoff. Robinson didn't get enough on it, and he knew we'll hold it in. Centering pass, Rieger got the shot away, didn't get it through, and goes on goal where it's covered. Murray, and I believe that's Rieger. No, that's Angris, come together at the side of the goal. Talk things over. Back to the blue line, whistles wide off the face-off, wraps around and back out to center, where Genkin will pick it up and leave it for Novoselov. Novoselov centering pass picked off. Not cleared though, keeping it in Campanaro. Novoselov stumbles down to the ice, recovers though, working on Robinson. Novoselov comes hard around to the near side. Power play set to expire here for Rutgers. Campanaro across, back to five aside. Robinson out of the box. as it angles behind the net. Pops out in front where it's covered by Romanelli. Exactly 8 minutes remaining here in the middle frame. Another face-off here deep in the Columbia zone. Can they clear it out? Try to get something and get momentum. They do get the clear as Hadcock steers it down the ice. No icing. Rodriguez leaves it for Fu. That's a sidestep Liang. Left it for Hogan. Here comes Owen Hogan down the slot. Shot too high. Big rebound off the end glass. And it's redirected by Petapovic down the ice. No icing. Rutgers right back out. Pass too far, though, for the intended target, Goldstein. Hadcock tries to chip it out. Hogan fires it right back in. Here's Cal Robinson. Off the boards and down the ice. No icing here. And Petapovic will retrieve it. Full head of steam up the ice. Shoots in. Glove save. Romanelli. So Ivan Petapovic saw the clean ice ahead of him. He's able to use it to his advantage. He's got a good shot as well. The defenseman number 2, and snagged out of the air. Romanelli keeping his team within 2. Steered right to the crease there where it's covered again. And so we'll do it again on that far side circle. Liang behind the net. Steers it around to the boards. Inu holds it in. Drag, shoots, got through, knocked down. To the half wall. Rieger just slaps it down low. Zimmerman turning around Venable. Puts it back down to Campbell. Campbell was checked. It pops right out the side of the goal. Save made and then swatted out of the air by Nunag, but wide. Held in. Shot from the blue line. Stopped. Venable gets through. Meanwhile, mid-play, Romanelli gets a piece of that big rebound. They score. Rutgers expands their lead. Jacob Campbell finds the loose change and buries it. Mid-play there as the puck went back to the point. Just before that goal, so once again, the lively end boards pay dividends there for Rutgers. But mid-play, Romanelli actually took off his glove to adjust something on top of the net. Right as he put his glove back, that shot from the point came and took a favorable Rutgers hop. 6 minutes left here in period number 2. And the Scarlet Knights now lead by 3. Down low to Angris, picked off. Just steered to the half wall where it's kept alive by Novoselov, then gloved down at the blue line by Petapovic. Now once again, Rutgers just tilting the ice here in the second period. Robinson just looking for a way out. Gets turned around, skies it down the ice. Murray, good touch pass on to O'Sullivan. Check to the boards. Murray gets to it, takes the shot off the stick of Rodriguez. Getting on it, Angris. Out to center, Nunag. Finds a lane down the near side. The lefty just floats a backhander wide. 5 minutes left here in period number 2. 2 goals for the Scarlet Knights here in the middle frame. Here's Cal Robinson. Left it behind. And it's just dumped down the ice where it's picked off. Picked off and hammered right back down the ice by Inu. And now Ronan Robinson, a little bit more time and room this time. Saucer it just past the reach of Hadcock. And back out to center here. Petapovic right back in. Centering pass. Settle backhand try. It was loose on the goal line, it appeared. Romanelli found it and swept it out. Where it ended up in the corner. Now back out to the point. The point shot was stopped by Robinson. And here comes Ronan Robinson. Shot. Blocker save Rodriguez. Now Cal Robinson. Off the skate of Hadcock. And potential 3-on-1 here. Numbers, a shot. Save made by Romanelli. She denied Avery Acuna. Liang gets dumped as he steered it in. The hit from Revson. Down the ice on goal, and Romanelli will cover. Well, Nate Romanelli, very busy here tonight for the Columbia Lions. Had an easier play there that time. As the Lions hanging around in this hockey game. As that shot goes wide despite being outshot 26-9. Here's Fu, the defenseman down in the corner. 2-on-2 battle develops. And Robinson takes it away, avoids his own teammate there. Who was down on the ice, brings it in. Snapshot just missed. Trying to use the defender as a screen. That was Fu, and he just missed that top corner high glove. Cal Robinson off of Arimateo Jerez and down the ice. 2.5 left. Rutgers clears and Gankin brings it back in. Gankin steers it behind the goal, pops back out, goes across the ice. In the skates that time of Dean Campanaro, who finds it, tries to center, angled wide by Gankin. Daly centers. Gankin on it, his stick lifted. Gankin though retrieves it, steps out to the circle, walks in. Save made. Gorshkov to Campanaro, whose pass was picked off. Fired down the ice, out to play it with under 2 minutes remaining. Here's Rodriguez. Murray on the forecheck, nearly stole the puck. Murray trying to center and fought back out to center. Columbia trying to clear. Down the ice, deflected in. No icing here. Getting a stick on it that time was Hadcock. This is Conaway. Bringing it over the line. Conaway to the high slot. Steers it towards the goal. Right pad save. And the rebound. Cleared out to center. Ronan Robinson, a big check that time on Kai Inu. Venable will force it down the ice. Final minute of play here in period number 2. This is Goldstein. Over the line, looking, shooting, up and into the netting and out of play. with 38 seconds left. Face off on the near side. Zimmerman will take it against Murray. And it's won back by Murray. Just tied up to the boards. Cal Robinson trying to force it down the ice. And it is Lucas Murray who forces it ahead and steered down the ice. Michelson across to Robinson, puts it in. Just 15 left. Can Columbia get one late? No, instead back the other way. Rieger 3-on-2. Rieger shoots. That hit the leg of Robinson. 5 left in the period. Centering pass off a skate. Backhanded. Zimmerman fired it wide, and that will do it for the second. More pressure from Rutgers. Could not get one there, but they get 2 to close out the second period of play with a 3-goal lead as they have it 4-1 after the first 40 minutes of play. We will take a timeout for intermission and be back momentarily with the third period of play here on LI Sports Network. You are tuned in to ACHA College Hockey. Well, we're back for the start of period number 3 on the LI Sports Network. ACHA College Hockey, Brady Campbell alongside Gabe Takuri on the camera. Well, it's a 4-0 lead here for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights against the Columbia Lions. As Rutgers has scored 4 unanswered, 2 in the first, 2 in the second after Columbia opened the scoring, and will now look to put this one away here in the final 20 minutes. They're out shooting the Lions 26-9. As the Rutgers bench is waiting for this period to get started. Very rowdy over there with the stick taps, and the puck is down, and we're underway here in period number 3. Right back in come the Scarlet Knights. Great defensive play there by Ronan Robinson, though. Takes the puck away for Columbia. Point shot, gloved and held by Nate Romanelli, who's made some big saves, as all things considered kept the Lions in this game, as the ice has pretty much been tilted since about the halfway point of the first period. It was a relatively even game up until then. Columbia got on the board as a point shot. Romanelli falling back into his goal, able to hold it out. Has made a few saves like that on his back or on his side. Keeps it a 3-goal game. Rutgers goes right back to work here. Columbia got the opening goal from Ronan Robinson. He brought it in, got his own rebound, and started the scoring. And then a power play goal from Gavin Rieger started it for Rutgers as a point shot. A slot shot goes wide from Zimmerman, way over the net there. He's got a goal, though. Rutgers scored 2 later on in that first, and then the only 2 of the second to open up this lead. Looking for their first win of the season. And a little bit of a tough start. They've dropped the opening 3 to Ramapo, Fordham, and Penn State Harrisburg in that order. And playing here against a Columbia team that is also a bit short-handed tonight, as that shot goes off the outside of the goal. Missing several players. Centering pass doesn't get through. Most notably, Captain Brandon Avazov serving game 3 of 4 of his suspension, but many others as well. Haven't seen Troy Daniels, May Lyle, Brendan Preskar, as right back to the front goes Rutgers. Stuff attempt doesn't make it through. All the way back down on Rodriguez. Novoselov chips it back down the ice, tries to center, doesn't make it through. Gets back on it. Steps free, goes out to the point. Petapovic shot aggressively at the top of his crease. Was Romanelli. And delay penalty here called by the official standing at the red line here. See who it's on. It's like Murray and Angris got locked up in the slot. High sticking the call, and I believe this might be against Rutgers and Angris. And it is. So the first power play of the game for Columbia as they try and climb back into it. Really, of course, feels like a must-have here, as Rutgers once again to start the third period, spending most of the first 2.5 minutes in the offensive zone before that penalty, and they clear it here off the face-off. Here's Murray. Pass a bit too far for O'Sullivan. Now it's Ronan Robinson. Brings it in, drags, takes the shot. whiffed on it there. May have had a stick check, spilled down to the ice, and it's cleared back out by the Scarlet Knights. Robinson, skate to stick, tries to drop it off. Genkin applying the pressure, and it's up to O'Sullivan. Drops it off, cross ice. Robinson steps into the circle, lost the handle. Recovers, but is now forced back to the blue line. Goes to Venable. Now Murray. Back up Venable. Return to Murray. Shot doesn't make it through. Comes across to Murray. Just put that puck up on edge and wide. Cal Robinson. For the circle. Ronan's one-timer. Deflected. Score. Looks like it was O'Sullivan out in front who got a piece of it. A power play goal, and Columbia's back within 2. A one-timer right along the ice. Yep, O'Sullivan creeping towards the front. Gets a piece of it and angles it past Rodriguez. So Columbia now eclipses double digits in shots as well. And we got ourselves a finish building here. 4 minutes gone in the period, and for Jack O'Sullivan, his first goal of the season. Robinson right back in. Can Columbia now snag some momentum? Shot off the mask from a sharp angle. Out to center, Cal Robinson gets to it. To Ronan. Also the first goal of the career of Jack O'Sullivan. Congratulations to him, and it's a big one here to get his team back within 2, but right back comes Rutgers, trying to stifle any possible momentum. Big check delivered as Angris and Hancock go down. Gastelum steers it out, takes a bump. And Scarlet Knights look to move it out. Downs got a touch on it. It's returned to him. He brings it in. Downs off the outside of the net. Maybe getting a piece of it there was Romanelli. He was hugging his post. Pass down low. Robinson with the stick there to keep it out of harm's way. Now Downs moves it. Shot by Inoue out of his crease to snag it. Is Romanelli. And Lions win the ensuing draw and clear it back out to center ice. Revs in, fires it hard around. Out is Romanelli. Pressure from both sides. He's able to move it though, and the Lions clear. Hadapovic circling. Brings it in. Good sweep. Sweep check, I should say, by Hadcock, and then he collided with Liang. Cross ice pass, gloved ahead and back out to center. That's a hand pass against Columbia. That's number 48, Jesse Michaelberg. The faceoff will come back down near Romanelli with just about 6 minutes gone here in the final period. Here's Robinson off the face-off, double teamed. And taken back by Rutgers. Centering pass, got through everyone, and back out all the way down to Rodriguez. He's only faced 11 shots tonight to the 30 that Romanelli has faced. But it's still a 2-goal game. Padapovic trying to change it, blocked by Cal Robinson. O'Sullivan, with now a goal under his belt, puts a check onto Rieger there, and the puck comes back out. And right back in come the Scarlet Knights. Big collision, a couple players spilling down. Pops out to the far half wall, keeping the play alive here. Is Brady Vela, tries to center, couldn't get it through. Campanaro to the point, revs in back to him. Tried to sweep it towards the front and hit Robinson. And a diving play back out by Michaelberg. Rutgers swings it right back in. Revs steps up. Passes it behind the goal. Here's Gorshkov. Delivers a check. Penalty upcoming here. The puck will go down the ice. It's an icing against Columbia. I believe this might be against Rutgers. A cross check. And it is. It's Gorshkov going for cross checking. And now the power play of Columbia, which is 1-for-1. We'll go back on the man up here with an opportunity to bring this game to 1. A game that has not felt like a 2-goal game, even a 3-goal game at times, but they have hung in there and now have a chance to get right back into it. But a face-off win for Rutgers. Enu steers it around. Robinson waiting for it. Robinson shoots off of O'Sullivan, who's parked in the slot again. Enu being double-teamed here. As Kyle Robinson trying to hunt the puck down. You could hear the coaching staff of Rutgers yelling out, and Robinson takes it away. O'Sullivan, back to him, back to O'Sullivan. Robinson wide. That close to a 1-goal game. Instead, it's a shorthanded look. Nunegin, and he scores! Robinson just missing getting it to a 1-goal deficit, and instead it ends up in the Columbia net. Second of the game for Mateo Nuneg. 2-on-1. Looks like he snuck it under that right arm. 3-goal lead restored now for Rutgers. Last thing that Columbia wanted. They still have 1:20 of power play time, but a huge response there for the Scarlet Knights. Now Columbia back to work in the O-zone. O'Sullivan. Back to Cal Robinson. Tried to return it. Pops out Murray, a shot. Missed high. Robinson. Down to Robinson. Ronan to Cal. Back to Ronan. And this time down to O'Sullivan, who lets it go. Petapovic will look to fire it out off the stick of Venable and back out to center. Ronan Robinson gets turned around, goes to Venable. His pass cross ice got picked off for a moment, but Murray recovers, and now Cal Robinson back in, drops it to Ronan. O'Sullivan, Cal just slid that one through the slot, no one home on the other side. Venable sidesteps the defender, holds it in. Murray couldn't quite handle the pass, and look out here. As the power play set to expire, Zimmerman brings it in. Robinson lost his stick, but did a great job fending him off and allowing the Lions to take the puck back. So now 1 for 2 on the power play, and that one a tough one, a shorthanded goal. Second of the game for Nuneg. Makes it 5-2 for Rutgers. And they come right back in, jamming in it at the side of the goal. Romanelli able to stuff that attempt. Columbia team playing shorthanded tonight. Their roster lists about 26 total players, but only 11 total here. Well, as expected, the national runner-ups last season in AAU Division III, holding their own while lacking numbers as a shot from the point. Stopped and held. Just about at the halfway point of the final period. Both teams with a goal here in the final frame so far. Rutgers looking to put this game away. 10 minutes left. Shot, blocker, save. Down gets to it, off a stick, pops out. Shot fanned on. And then Columbia able to recover. However, Renew holds it in, still going to work, steps into the circle, off the glass, wraps around the boards, all the way back out. Waiting for it and moving it, Timothy Downs. Back in come the Scarlet Knights. Gankin tries to stuff it, could not, losing his stick again, although it doesn't go very far, was Romanelli. Shot off a body in front and wide. Here's Downs towards the corner. Kept alive, though, by the Scarlet Knights. Centering pass. Great play by Robinson once again. Both Robinsons just very good defensively. Ronan tries to snap it all the way down the ice. Did so, looking for Gastelum. It was picked off and right back in. Gorshkov knocked off his stick. Taken back here by Rutgers, pass in tight. Trying to dish that off was Riley Conaway, but it was picked off. Here he is again, however. Drops it off Hogan, who gets knocked over. He nearly had a highlight reel goal in the second. Shot on from Conaway. Stopped by Romanelli. Hogan again to the high slot, being watched by a couple of Lions. Forces it back out to the right point. Passes it down low, but swatted back out by Cal Robinson. Downs, right back in. Downs to the circle, just sweeps it in front, stays out. Popped up in the air, went right through the crease, somehow did not go. 8 minutes left. Downs back towards the goal, but misses. Perez couldn't get there, and just taking it back out here is Daniel Goldstein. Goldstein back in towards the slot. Lost the handle. Way out of the crease is Romanelli. Wouldn't you know it, he lost his stick again, but he pounces on it and was able to keep it out. Just 7.5 left here in the third. Situation starting to look dire here for Columbia as Rutgers once again starting to dial up the offensive pressure. Don't necessarily need any more goals at this point, just of course can't give any up. And the clock is their friend right now, the running clock that is, as they dump one in from center. And Romanelli will elect to cover. Just over 7 minutes left here in this third period. A happy Saturday to all that are watching. Here's a rebound shoveled just wide on an open net. A near dagger and hat trick for Nunag. Looked skyward after not being able to put that one in. Lions clear it back out. Angris just turns, loads up a slapper, and scores. AJ Angris buries that one 6-2 Scarlet Knights. And they can certainly sense a victory here now to get in the win column as he just picks that one up, turns around. Sees a shooting lane. Not too many people looking to play him there, and he makes no mistake of the shot. .6:39 left here in the third period of play. Here's Campbell in. Campbell, the toe drag. Couldn't get his way through, but they score again. Just moments later, that's Jamie Zimmerman riding the stick. He makes it 7-2. Just 13 seconds later, Campbell couldn't get by, but the puck did, and Zimmerman found it and then went top shelf. Did cut off the celebration a little early. My apologies. It's Zimmerman's second of the game. And look out here, Romanelli stick handling in the phone booth there, but he's able to find Topstone Liang, who clears. And it will be shot right back in by Ian Fu. 6 minutes left. Third period of play. Down the ice, and no icing here. Fu, pressured by Liang, keeps the puck moving. Snapped cross ice. Great play there by Campbell along the boards. Nearly had Gankin for a breakaway. Couldn't get it through. Zimmerman to the circle, takes a shot, and able to hold on to that one was Romanelli. Take a look at. Sorry, that was the wrong replay. That was the goal that made it 5-2. This was a save a few moments ago while it was still 5-2 by Romanelli, as he was able to dive back into the crease and keep it out. As Nunag put it wide. Not sure if he got a piece of that. Another shot right off the face-off misses here for the Scarlet Knights, but they now lead by 5. Led 4-1 coming into the period. Columbia got one back on the power play, and it was looking like we'd maybe have an interesting finish. But then Columbia got another power play, but the only goal was a shorthanded one by Nunag, and since then, Rutgers has tacked on 2 more to put this game away. 5 minutes left. Romanelli makes the save. Cal Robinson will sweep it down the ice. And out of his net to play it is Aaron Rodriguez. He will pick up his first win on the year as well. Robinson, triple team there, and the puck lays in the circle. Couple players still battling for it. Centering pass picked off. Downs gets on it. Downs takes the shot. Stick save. Inu tries to center, picked off, and Hadcock will clear. Downs brings it right back in. Cuts back and stumbles. Robinson tried to take it, could not. Downs recovers. He's had himself a solid night tonight. Inu loads up a slapper glove save. With 3:54 left. Just under 4 minutes left here. Just past 12:30 as well on the East Coast. Should be done the final next couple minutes, and then you can tune into playoff baseball, which is still going on at this hour, as a shot was stopped there by Romanelli and cleared out. Here's Rebson. Takes that shot high and goes wide as he brought it in tight himself. And once again, in similar fashion as that Columbia first goal, as that shot's hammered wide by Hogan, really since their second goal. Penalty coming up here. Big collision in the corner. Since Columbia's second goal, though, they've maybe had one shot. I don't believe they've had any, though, on goal, and that's just the ability of Rutgers to recover and turn the game on its side. This is Vela going to the box here. And back to the power play. Go the Lions with just 3:03 left. So boarding's the call here, and doesn't look like it will matter as far as the outcome of the game per se, but Columbia power play that's looked pretty good, and obviously Rutgers did get a short-handed goal in the second one, and Columbia did not get a power play goal, but the puck movement was there. And just prior to that short-handed goal, Cal Robinson had a chance right in the slot, Ronan Robinson, that he just fired wide. And of course, they scored the power play goal on their first try from O'Sullivan. Here they are down low, pass a bit too far behind Murray, and Hogan took the pass away. Up top. Quick puck movement. Murray shot blocked in front by Revson. To the blue line, held in. Venable wide. Robinson back on goal, and Rodriguez got that one. First shot on goal for Columbia since their last goal. As the puck gets cleared to the corner, Romanelli. A little bit of a dangerous play there, but it worked out. Under 2 minutes left here in the game. Ronan Robinson, shot pad save. Played perfectly, though, off the pad. No one in a white jersey, though, on the other side. Errant pass. Downs will take it and fire it back all the way down the ice. 100 seconds left. 35 on the penalty. Robinson, Ronan that is, runs into the skates of O'Sullivan. Wants to avoid him again and does so. Over the blue line, takes the shot. A great stick save there by Rodriguez as it took the stick right out of the hands of the goalie, Rodriguez. Meanwhile, back the other way, a shorthanded chance. A good save by Romanelli as the power play for Columbia comes to a close. That shot goes wide. And then hard off the inboards again where it was covered. 59.9 left as we're back to 5 aside. Final minute of play. Cal Robinson gets to it. And Ronan with room, able to clear it back out. Here's Fu. Off the stick of Gorshkov. Glove down by O'Sullivan, keeps it moving. Half a minute left. Gorshkov drops it. Nunag for the hat trick. Where is it? Behind the goal. It looked like Romanelli stopped it, but he turned around and no one could seem to find the puck. Final 10 seconds, though. Dumped around the boards. Romanelli out of the goal. Just scrambled back as that shot went wide. And that will do it. The whistle just before the horn. Don't believe it should matter. And that is the hockey game. 7-2 win tonight here for Rutgers. They outshoot Columbia 42-14. Found themselves down early, 1-0, but responded pretty quickly and didn't look back. Put up 2 goals in the first, put up the only 2 in the second. Gave up the first of the third as well, which cut it to 4-2. before they found the next three to put this game away. Win number 1 on the season. Rodriguez picks up the victory. And 2 goals for Nunag and Zimmerman en route to the win. Many positive for the Lions as well. Romanelli did have himself a pretty good game, though, all things considered. And, of course, Ronan Robinson with a goal. O'Sullivan, his first career goal, and, of course, first of the season as well. And they'll turn their attention to the next one here. It'll be the last one without Captain Brandon Avazov. And we'll see if they can bounce back. But that will do it here for our coverage of this one. For Gabe Takuri on the camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. The final score, the Rutgers University Scarlet Knights 7 and the Columbia University Lions 2. You've been tuned in to ACHA College Hockey here on the LI Sports Network. Have a great night, folks.